This is Laugh Smartly, recorded live with your hosts, Biff, Lucky, and Mr. Fun.
We just look like we're like sort of.
We're doing this on the fly.
Right.
You threw the curveball at
like
me
it.
here by saying
I
you're
like
going to be in the same room, and I am not with you guys as we do the recording here. And we have started yet again with you guys with Laugh Smartly swag.
Okay, I told you. You know, I've been positioning myself to be a Scotty's model, but I'm moving up the food chain. I'm gonna be the Laugh Smartly model. I'll be like the guy bringing all the new merch out and stuff like that.
That's right, and people are going to want this merch.
I
right?
could use some help. I don't know whether to bend the rim, wear it backwards. That kind of looks cool, right? But then when you put this on, you look a little goofy.
I mean, wait, you can't see the Laugh Smartly logo
They
from
can if
the
they're
other
behind
side
me.
here.
When people are behind me.
That's right. Yeah, the people that buy the cheap seats.
Yes, exactly.
So this is now. So now we have the swag though, Lucky, because we announced we're going to be on radio. So we have invested in swag. I'll point out my little bit of swag I've done here just as a separate bit. I have made, we'll have business cards to hand out to all the people that want to get on the show with contact details. We have stickers that will be put all over bathrooms everywhere. Right?
Nice.
So we will do that. Which
the urinal.
Many urinals.
Is there any law we're violating if we put stickers on somebody's bathrooms in these restaurants or whatever?
Who knows?
Okay, because it was Biff's idea if somebody's going to jail.
Right.
Oh,
right.
yeah.
It'll be good for me because the water's always so cold at the urinal.
Oh, is it? Because it's deep, too.
Right, deep.
I understand. If we had to go on a different tangent. Okay, so there's 4 urinals, right?
Yes.
Stacked up. There's nobody in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Where are you going?
Far right.
Far right. Okay.
Unless there's a window open.
Okay. 4 urinals. One guy's on one of the end urinals. Where are you going?
Opposite end.
I'm going to go. Wait. They're next to each other?
There's 4 next to each other, but the guy's on one end. So there's 3 in a row that don't have anybody. Where are you going?
Oh, other end.
You're going the other end, unless it's a long walk.
What would you do, Biff?
I would probably go to the other end as well.
Okay, here's one. There's usually a regular size one, and then one is like lower for little boys.
Uh-huh.
Do you go to the little boy one?
I do not.
You avoid that one. So
no, it's not that I avoid it, but I go to the one that's right sized for me.
Okay.
It's hard to pee sitting down in the little one.
Right.
I'm surprised you guys didn't come up with that on your own there. So, anyways, I'm sure Rockfish has enjoyed that we have not introduced his song. Is it "Don't Let Love" again, bringing us in. Rockfish will be with us in the show when we go on radio. Stay tuned at the end of the podcast as a teaser. We are on air. We have a promo that we recorded, so I will play that for the audience here on the podcast. We're very excited about that. But Rockfish let us in, and he will continue to be the official band of the Laugh Smartly podcast. And of course, Scotty. I have a Scotty sweatshirt on. I've got a Scotty's bottle. So nice. Scotty will also be making the journey over to WGMD, the Talk of Delmarva. So we are very excited.
You think he'll run his ads on our show?
Who?
Or
Scotty?
Yeah.
Scotty have ads? Well, he's got.
No, isn't he gonna? Is he gonna advertise on the radio station?
Yeah. I've made the connection.
Okay,
we will figure out how that works. But we are gonna. I've cleared it. We are going to bring him with us, and so we will have Scotty's with us. So, as a segue to talk about Mr. Fun stand-up, Mr. Fun, do you have a joke to start us off this week?
Well, I don't know if you're going to find it funny, but Lucky told me he almost got arrested today. He went to Best Buy, and when he handed the cashier his credit card, she said, "Strip down facing me," and he didn't really understand the command.
That's good. Very, very creative. So, several of us went to Give a Hoot, which I think we called It's a Hoot for 3 straight weeks, but Give a Hoot in Gaithersburg, Maryland last Wednesday to see Mr. Fun
perform. He killed it again.
Stand-up. He killed it. And I was very proud. Me and Mrs. Biff made the journey from Delaware. We enjoyed it. And there was probably, I don't know, there were maybe a dozen of us that were there specifically for Mr. Fun, but we objectively, he did great. It was wonderful. He went second to last, which is a pretty good shot on a comedy lineup. So great, good for you.
It was really cool that, in the, these are all mostly amateurs, but the guy who was a writer for,
Leno.
Jay Leno
Yeah.
show he did about like 7, 8 minutes, right?
No,
Yeah, he
no, I
did.
think he was there 15 minutes. He
No, I
wasn't
think he was
long.
10 or 15. He was very good. You can
Yeah.
tell he's polished at what he does, but that, Mr. Fun's gonna get to that point.
I
He
hope
even
so. So, what's changed in my life, though, like, everything I do, I'm trying to make a joke out of.
right.
Today I thought it was funny. We went to the Turf game, and, I bought a hot dog, and I did it out of order. I bought the hot dog and then went to use the bathroom. Back to the urinal story. So, I was a little self-conscious that I had a hot dog in my hand. So, I wrapped it up, and I was, like, holding it, I swear, like, above my shoulder. Like, I had it way out of
Right.
the way, so there was no cross-contamination of any type. And I was peeing, and I thought, "Look," I wanted to say, "Look, I have 2 wieners in my hand." But
Yeah.
I didn't think anybody would think it was funny except me.
Here's another thing too. Okay, I don't know if you've ever made this mistake, Biff, but the Mrs. and Mr. Funds may have discovered something. They accidentally put barbecue sauce on their French fries,
Yeah.
thinking it was ketchup.
It was a
Huh.
disaster for my wife. I actually enjoyed it.
Yeah, I can't say I've never put fries in barbecue sauce. I'm not sure I'd go out of the way on it,
Right.
honestly.
But it might be a new trend. You may have
Stumbled on it.
He
yeah.
could have stumbled. Do you guys like mayonnaise with your French fries?
No.
I don't do mayonnaise. I do
Yeah.
Miracle Whip sometimes, but not with French fries.
Yeah,
I
I
don't do
like
mayonnaise.
we like mayonnaise with French fries. Very
Really?
very Belgian thing.
Well, yeah,
We're
you're
not
European,
Belgian.
Jeff,
It's
so
it is
right.
European.
I do
European.
pepper on my fries though now. I used to never
Oh.
do that.
I like that
Salt
too.
and pepper. Yeah.
I like that too.
So that was it. Well, that's when Rob when he was peeing European. That's what he was doing.
Right, right.
So a story to share on the way to go see Mr. Fun. So drive from Delaware, get on the DC Beltway. So we're in Prince George's County. For those that are familiar with the area, if you're not, it's the east side of Washington, Prince George's County, and getting near a major intersection. And there's 2 guys on a scooter riding on the Beltway. This is Interstate 95/495.
Are they wearing helmets?
Yeah.
They were the second. They were wearing helmets. That is the law in Maryland, right? You got to
And
have a
how
helmet.
fast would you say they were going?
50,
Okay.
maybe.
That's
But
dangerous.
2 guys on a scooter, and my guess is they were Indian. I don't know that for a fact, but that's what they do in India. They
Would they think
ride
it was
multiple.
Mumbai?
Yeah, that's right. It was the craziest thing. I'm like, this is the dumbest thing. Riding a scooter on the Beltway.
So were they in the far right lane?
So they were in that, again, it's hard to describe for those that aren't familiar with the area, but you've got a 4-lane highway on one side. You've got Route 1 intersecting on the coming in from the right. Excuse me. I said 4 lanes on the left side, coming in from the right. And then there's an extra lane, right? It's like one of the merge lanes. So you got 7 lanes of traffic or thereabouts,
Biff,
6 lanes.
how close did you get to these guys?
They were the next lane over.
Okay.
It was
And
crazy.
they're wearing helmets,
Yes.
but somehow you've identified them as Indians.
And it was, I don't know, maybe it was I love Mumbai on their shirt. That was the problem. Who else is riding a scooter on the Beltway besides potentially Indians?
This is so racist.
It is
But
not.
here's the thing. As dangerous as it is just being in a regular four-wheeled car,
Yeah.
trucks, the big truck, 18-wheelers around.
Wait,
Man,
did
that's
you
scary.
say it's as dangerous?
It's dangerous driving,
Yeah, but it's at least you got a roof and some.
No,
Mr. Fun,
but
take
yeah.
the glasses off your head. You got Mickey Mouse's ears on your
I
head.
was trying
There
to
you
show
go.
up the swag.
So
So they
it is dangerous. I will grant you that. So
got it. All right.
I'm
Sounds
sure you were
good.
going to say something, Mr. Fun.
It was a low hanging fruit. I was gonna say, do you know if they were going to get a sandwich at the New Delhi?
Good.
Sorry.
Very good.
So
Very
bad.
good.
Speaking of fruit,
Uh-huh.
a follow-up to our last podcast where we were talking about the grapes.
Yes.
Yeah, would you eat, if a bowl of grapes, how many, if one
Yeah.
would kill you, how many would you eat? Then we deviated and, okay, would you eat one,
Yeah.
with some blah, blah, blah. Biff, you mentioned, what is it?
I found a story, which
Yeah.
I found to be interesting, and I will read it. And it took me a second to read it when I sent it to you guys. But let me see if I can find it. Just hold, please, while I do this.
I have it.
So, well, I'll read it just so
Okay.
I can, from as I was reading it, I was like, wow, this is a little crazy. So the story says scientists have treated a rare gut disorder that turns carbohydrates into alcohol. Okay, so that's the gut disorder, carbohydrates turning into alcohol, by giving a patient an oral capsule full of good bacteria from a healthy donor's feces. It's either a major breakthrough or a well thought out prank by people who got bored of doodling on their drunk friends' faces, which is actually a funny line. But the fact is that somebody somewhere figured out that they're going to make a capsule of somebody's poop and giving it to somebody else. That's who does that? Who signs up for that test?
Well, by the way, more than one person have asked for clarification on our contest here, or
Yeah.
whatever you call it,
Right.
and they've asked me if we were trying to suggest that you swallow the grape and then somebody eats it, and I'm like, wow, we didn't think about that at all.
No, that it was. I took it as, just so we're clear for those that weren't listening, it was shoved up your rear, right?
Nobody liked this. So
and-
most of the women did not like this.
Yeah. So, but anyways, it. Now, Lucky, you did drug testing one time, right?
I've done
Right?
it, numerous
Yeah.
times, yeah.
So you did. Would you have, if they said to you as a drug tester, "Hey, we want you to try out this oral capsule full of poop," would you have done it?
No, I wouldn't have signed up for that study. But the thing is, remember I talked about this last week. What percentage of people actually have eaten feces? Well, here's a huge number
What, in their life.
in their life.
Well, not intentionally. I'm sure everybody's had some form of that.
I've never had feces.
You guys know I'm a big Naked and Afraid fan.
Right.
And sometimes when they're hungry, they find the elephant droppings and they pick them apart and they eat what's in there.
Yeah. I mean, my point, Lucky, is the fact that it's dysentery, right? I think that's what happens. And a lot of I would think a lot of stomach food poisonings, things like that, are related to poor hygiene, which is that.
Yeah, that's true.
If they asked me to do that, I would tell them to eat shit.
And die.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So that was our what else, Lucky, besides that one, which is a recap, circling back to our grape story.
Okay, so big news this week. A lot of Verizon cell phone users. Everybody, Verizon had a major outage this week
on Wednesday afternoon, in front of Mr. Fun's show.
Yeah,
there would have been thousands there if it weren't for that outage.
Yeah,
would have been thousands.
And what'd they blame it on, Luck?
I think it was some kind of it's probably like a software thing.
It was a software update. I saw a software update in New Jersey.
Yeah,
is something a pretty simple one, I think, too, that just run amok.
Yeah,
of some sort.
Yeah,
it's scary though if you think about how easily the systems can be shut down.
Well, it was funny to hear some of the theories of what was going on with Verizon. Some people had said, "Oh, the U.S. was going to invade XYZ place, and the other country dropped a electronic bomb in our Verizon communication system and shut us down."
Right.
But it was funny. So there's two things. So Krispy Kreme took advantage of it, and they offered everyone a free glazed donut for the 2 hours on Wednesday when the connectivity was down.
That's
which I
good.
thought was pretty cool.
That's
and then their Verizon's competitors, T-Mobile and AT&T, totally put Verizon's nose in it, and T-Mobile came out and said, "We're operating as normal on Wednesday." So they totally said, "Hey, come to us." This Verizon stuff is crazy.
I heard the CIA is getting rid of waterboarding and making terrorists sign up for Verizon service. It's torture.
So,
but here's
go ahead.
No, you got.
No, so you were talking about how people are kind of coming up with conspiracy theories and whether it's some next world event or something like that. Have you been noticing these memes that have been basically replaying old TV shows that have predicted what is a recent political event? There was one with Jack Ryan. Did you watch Jack Ryan on Prime?
I did, yeah.
And there was the whole series about Venezuela. And they were ahead of the curve. They talked about Venezuela, and it almost played out exactly, probably a bit of a stretch to say that, like that, what happened. The other one is The Diplomat, which is on Netflix. Very good show, talking about effectively the Arctic Ocean and the worry about China and Russia, which is the whole Greenland thing. And then I saw one today, which was South Park did a thing on the food pyramid. several years ago talking about how the previous one, the one before the one they just released, how the old food pyramid was upside down. Basically, that they had the meats on the wrong end, they had the grains on the
Yeah.
eat most of it. So it's crazy how some of this comes back.
Yeah, I'm binge
Yeah,
watching Tehran, and it's before any of the current stuff happened.
yeah.
So, it's really hard though. I know if that's not a popular show, it's really hard to watch because it's dubbed. They're
Uh-huh.
speaking Persian, not
Okay.
dubbed. You know what I mean?
Subtitles.
It has subtitles. So if you're not dialed in, you wake up 15 minutes later after scrolling on your phone with it in the background. You're like, I have no idea what's happening. Like you have to stay alert for watching it, which is I'm learning is a challenge for me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah.
All right, but to close on the Verizon thing, so they offer $20 credit, and of course, like, are people going to really understand how to get their credit? So I just wanted to let everybody know you have to go to the app. The My Verizon app is where you get your $20 credit. So you got to download the app to your phone, and then pursue your $20.
I mean, I
credit.
hope it's simple. Remember when YouTube, we had this about 3 months ago, right? YouTube lost ABC. They were the dispute, and they had the credit thing.
Yeah.
Simple.
It's
Click a
great. I
button,
mean,
got
yeah.
$20 right
I
off.
I lost like 10 grand in commissions because I couldn't call anybody, but I get my $20. That's really good.
How do they come up with 20? You know what I mean? Like, what is that?
Right.
You know?
It's one day has got to be worth. What do you think the average cell phone bill is? $100. What's a day
Shit, I'm
worth?
paying like 450, but all
I
my
know, but you got
kids.
you got the value plan for your family that
Yeah.
you'll never get
Yeah.
off your phone.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, next thing. So, good, pretty big, a lot of sports things going on right now. So, NFL playoffs are going on, and I thought we'd do a quick little Super Bowl predictions. There were some games yesterday. So the Bills and the Texans are now out. The Patriots and the Broncos are in the AFC. So, who do we like of the AFC teams that are left?
I think you got to go for the Bills because the Broncos lost their quarterback.
No, the Bills are lost too.
No,
Bills are
excuse me,
lost.
not the Bills. I meant the Patriots.
Yes.
Why don't you
Yeah,
go with the Chiefs? Why don't you go with the Chiefs?
yeah, that's right. Thank you. But
So,
anyways, yeah,
okay.
he broke his foot on the second to last play, right?
Yeah, which is crazy.
Yeah,
The Patriots got to be heavy favorites in the
right.
AFC, and then right now is going on the Rams and the Bears are playing, which is pretty cool. That's in Chicago, a little snowy. That game has not been determined yet, not finalized, but the Seahawks annihilated the 49ers.
I mean, Seattle looks really good.
Yeah.
I mean, for a guy that bounced around a few teams, he's done
So
really well.
painful for a Jets fan. So
Right.
painful. It's
Right.
unbelievable.
Why, for Sam Darnold?
Yeah.
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 And even the Vikings. I mean, he left right New York, went to the Vikings. Wasn't he like 14-2 last year?
Yep.
They didn't want to pay the money.
Yep.
And there he is, one game away from the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but it's interesting because before this weekend, the Seahawks had the highest percentage chance of winning the Super Bowl, 23%.
Yeah.
And the Bears have the lowest at 5%. So we'll see. We'll see.
So Sam Darnold's mom, just a quick one. So our kids went to some of their schooling in San Clemente, California, and Sam Darnold's from San Clemente, went to San Clemente High, and his mom was a teacher at my daughter's middle school, Shorecliff Middle School.
Oh, that's
Sam
cool.
Darnold's. Yeah, so
Name
that's
dropper say what?
Yeah.
Name drop-
Hey,
say
I'm
what?
just telling you.
Hey,
What?
This is fun again for a painful Jet history note. Jet fan history note. Mark Sanchez has more playoff wins than Lamar Jackson, Dak Prescott, Keller Murray, Derek Carr, and Kirk Cousins combined.
Wow.
Mark
Wow.
Mark
Sanchez.
Travis John Sanchez is his name. Mark Sanchez.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's crazy, right?
That is crazy.
Good luck next year.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Another quick sports story, which, with all the betting that's going on, super popular. It's funny, the primary sports betting apps are a lot of their business is getting taken away by those prediction markets. Like, people are over there betting. So it's really interesting to see what's happening. But this massive college basketball betting scandal, 39 players on 17 teams they were fixing games and fixing individual performance, and like massive amounts of money were bet on these. It's 17 teams that's going on. It's like, how are they going to put the genie back in the bottle with this betting stuff in sports?
I don't know. I don't know. It's too much of a proliferation. So we're watching the game last night at a local bar, and a a guy that you got a guy you would know as Coach, guy that I've
Hmm.
introduced you to. So in the middle of the game, the Bills were down by 10 at halftime. I think it was in yesterday's Broncos Bills game. And there's a bet that shows up. You know, will the Bills score 14 points? He throws big money down on the Bills scoring 14 points in the second half. And it's stuff like that that just it's crazy. Like, and that's a pretty normal bet, but I'm
Did
sure
he
they
win?
had some wacky
I don't
ones.
know what
Oh,
happened. Did he
yeah,
win?
they won. They scored a ton of points. They scored 20 points in the second half.
Wow.
The Bills did. So, but it's like that quick stuff, and then the players are the I want some sort of deal. You just you feel for the players because they've got predators, right? They have to be going after the players to get the betting in.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah, well, I think, the leagues and probably the NCAA as well, the professional leagues are basically trying to get rid of the first thing they're trying to target is like, hey, stop allowing us to bet on individuals and their performance.
Yeah,
Joe point guard is going to have 10 assists or more,
right.
because it's so easily
What
fixable.
the thing that was incredible, I was reading one of the stories about one of the games, and I believe it was Alabama State. I might be off. It was either that or Tulane. Is that the bet was they had to keep the score under a certain total score, and there was a guy that was really hot on the team, and they were keeping the ball from him, the other
Hey,
players.
I gotta tell you, I would not believe this to be true, but today we went to the Maryland game, and Diggy
Mhm.
Coit had
3.
43
42 or
points.
43, yeah.
The record was 44, and for the last 4 minutes, he waved people off, said, "Don't give me the ball." He was, I guess, trying to be a good teammate. But
Yeah,
after the game, the coach said that he wasn't aware of the
yeah,
single game scoring record. He needed 1 point to tie it, 2 points to beat it. But if you told me that there was a
yeah,
bet on that game,
yeah,
it was awkward. It was unbelievable that he
yeah,
didn't ask for the ball for the
yeah,
last
See,
3 or 4 minutes.
for Maryland fans, I
Yeah,
saw that quote too by the coach.
yeah,
And again, we're talking about the most points scored in a game ever for a Terrapin
yeah.
player, right? And Dickie Coyne was sitting at 43. Earlier in the season, he had 41, which is like
Somebody must have told him
the
the
third
record.
most. He knew what the number was.
Chose
And
not to break it for whatever reason.
yeah, but
yeah.
Buzz, our coach, he knew what was going on.
Interesting.
So
So there's a couple stories that have come out recently that has shown how broken college sports are. The first one we'll talk briefly on, then I want to segue into college football because the championship's tomorrow. But the guy that went to Baylor, who 2 years ago, Mr. Fun, you probably know the date. It was something like that. He was number 30 in the NBA draft,
Yep.
right? So
To
he
the New
got
York
drafted
Knicks.
right to the New York Knicks. Decided to go to Europe. Played in Europe, didn't do great, pulled himself out of the NBA draft, and now he got a 4-year deal at Baylor.
Yeah.
So he's been
Oh,
a professional
forgive
player.
me. He wasn't drafted by the Knicks, but he was traded to the Knicks. So
Yeah,
the Knicks had his draft
yeah,
rights.
right,
He was playing in Europe,
right.
and he's now allowed to play in
Play
the
yeah,
NBA.
he
college,
has 4
in
years
college.
I
of
mean, in college.
eligibility.
Excuse me, in
Oh,
college.
yeah, how crazy is that? That's one. The other one is, so the college football game tomorrow is, University of Miami and, of Florida and, Indiana. So, we talked about it, last year, the fact that there was the one alum on Miami that said he was gonna give $100 million towards the football program. Lo and behold, they're in the final. What a shock. But the fact that Carson Beck, who's the quarterback who was Georgia's quarterback last year, graduated college 2 years ago,
Wow.
and he's playing college football. Okay, there's a problem. Indiana, which interestingly enough, and I'm not suggesting Indiana did anything wrong, their average age of their team is 23.
Yeah,
Think about that. The Green Bay Packers average age, a pro team, is 25.
that's crazy.
I mean, that's why are where they are.
Well,
It's crazy.
you see guys that are have graduated undergrad and they're in grad school and playing on teams, because they have
No, I understand that, but I don't think there's any pretense that they're going to grad school. Some of these guys. So
right.
Do you guys know Ben Rice? Do you know that name? First
It's
baseman for the New York Yankees.
yeah,
They were comparing his salary of $890,000 to
right,
people in college right now.
yeah.
890. He's playing for the most, you know, historic team in baseball, and
Yeah,
he's getting paid less than some freshman in college right now.
and
It's
maybe
crazy.
because we've been sports heavy, but forgive me for
Yeah,
adding on again. This whole signing Kyle Tucker, that's the guy the Dodgers just
yeah.
signed,
yeah.
is now the most. He's got the largest contract ever
60
for
million a year.
Yeah,
for 4
average
years.
per year.
on average, right? And they may say he might not even be the third best outfielder on the team.
Right.
The Dodgers
Right.
are so loaded, and
Yeah.
it's crazy. They're
Yeah.
breaking baseball at that point. But
Yeah.
anyways, what else? Hawk?
Couple of quick things. So, okay, so everybody has used that Evite app. Like if you're scheduling like a party at your house, you put everybody's email address in, and it says it. You can keep track of the RSVPs. Well, apparently, and I hadn't heard of this app before. It's called Partiful, but a lot of the young people, the young, the 20-year-old, 20-ish range people use it for their events. But it's interesting. Partiful just introduced a new feature. It's called Crush. And what it allows you to do is when you're at the parties and you let's just say you're chatting somebody up and you felt a connection, but like a lot of times you don't get a phone number and you leave the party and you're like, oh man, I wish I would have got that person's number. Well, this crush feature that's getting a lot of attention for Partyful is you can push the button crush on their name and it'll send them a signal and say, hey, somebody at the party had a crush on you. And you can then do the same thing back and say, yeah, I'm interested. And then it puts you into like a little bit of a chat. And then it allows you like a love connection.
Because you're so socially incompetent at this point. And you can't just say it yourself.
Well, I mean, there's those times when you like felt a connection with someone. And I felt it too. Oh man, that person's so cool. No, not recently. I'm a married man. Happily married man. But the funny thing is, you can't abuse it. You only get 10 crushes a month. So you can't just like go to a party and just like,
I mean, how many parties are you invited to that you're going to worry about 10 crushes on the
fun? We're party guys.
Look at you
party guys. Hey, I went to the hospital recently. I met a girl who's trying to have a kidney transplant, and she said, I'm pretty sure she had a big crush on me. Even the doctor said that we were very compatible. Our kidneys were very.
No.
Dr. Mr. Fun, MD here.
Yeah, doctor. That is right.
All right, I got one more thing. Okay, so we've talked. I think we're probably one of the podcasts that started talking about AI well before AI. We were talking about it 3 years ago.
Before there was AI.
Yeah, I mean, and like I was like, you got to keep an eye out for it. Blah blah blah. Okay, here's something now that AI running amok. Okay, so everybody knows ChatGPT. That's one of the more popular applications for using AI. But Grok is another more popular one that people are using too. So,
which is Musk? Is it Musk?
Musk's, yes, yeah. Musk is equivalent. So what Grok it has this feature now that you can upload a picture or a video and tell Grok to undress this person and see what they look like naked. And it's AI is this, they're taking the picture or the video and they're making some assumptions about what this person would look like. And so I was a little afraid to bring this story because who is really liking the AI, videos or whatever. So I'm afraid now he's going to be like, taking all of us and see what we look like naked.
But I would say, Lucky, even having, wait. Having said that, Lucky, if we were to poll all of our listeners for who's the first person of the three of us that's going to go to Grok. Lucky.
No, I think it's Mr. Fun.
No, hell no.
No, you think it's me?
Oh, shit, yeah. You would.
It's like gain weight. I don't like nudity.
Yeah. No, I'm talking about.
If you had a picture of 6 girls and you said, let me see them all naked, it would be kind of weird. Doesn't sound weird, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Doesn't it? Sorry. There's a joke there somewhere. There were 2 guys that were on each other's shoulders, and I asked to see them naked, and it showed me a scrotum pole.
Scrotum pole. Okay, and I got one more thing really quick. Okay, and this is a great, it's in the provocative question, would you rather? Okay. All right, and it's in the line with the grapes. Okay, but if there were 100 beautiful women standing in front of you, Biff, okay, and they're all willing to have sex with you, but one of them, when you have sex, well, she's got like a cutter on her inner general that would cut your wiener off. Would you if when you were a single guy, would you have taken that chance?
Would I, if I was a single guy? Thank you for clarifying, by the way.
Biff was a virgin until he got married.
Yeah, 100 beautiful women, the most beautiful women
I
in the
understand
world.
your point. So a 1 in 100 chance that you were going to be castrated by having sex with one of these women. No.
Yeah. You wouldn't even
No.
take a chance.
No.
Not even when you're in your youngest, horniest mode. Like,
No. No. Would you?
I got naked and I asked my wife, would you rather see my face or my naked body? And she said, I'd rather you not take off your clothes. No, that wasn't the joke. I got
That's
caught
not-
up. It was, what do you think my best attribute is? My
Yeah.
face or my
Yeah.
naked body? And she said, your sense of humor. That's the joke.
There. Okay. So
Sorry.
okay,
But
but
would
go.
you
But the
wouldn't
answer
I don't think I would
for
take my
1 in
job
100
quit.
shot. There's no way in hell.
Really?
Lucky
I think
you
about
would.
that. The most beautiful women in the world.
Yeah. You think that that's the only time in your life you're going to see a beautiful woman?
Look at Biff.
Yeah.
I mean, look,
No, I'm joking. I'm
We had to
just
scrap and claw for our beautiful wives. Beth. I mean,
right?
Hey, just real quick, because Lucky used to be the one that always recommended shows. I was reading the Wall Street Journal the other day, and they're talking about this movie on YouTube. It's a free movie that has over 290 million views, and it's about AI. It's
Okay.
about this genius out of the UK. It's called The Thinking Game. And he started this company, I forgot what it's called, Alpha something, or Alpha Seek, I think is what it was, or Deep Seek. And they effectively mapped the human proteins, right? There's like hundreds and hundreds of millions of them. They had AI do it. Very good. They won the Nobel Peace Prize for it. But it was a guy, interestingly enough, the documentary guy was a NFL films guy. So he used to just shoot football games, and he learned how to shoot. They called it the weasel cam. Like if you're in NFL films, which are used to those great films on the football games, but they would show like fans, or they would show somebody else like on the sideline, or that's how he learned to shoot documentaries. And he shot this whole thing on AI. It was pretty impressive. But it's 290 million. There haven't been 290 million people to see a film in forever.
is it like a documentary?
It's a documentary. It's full.
And is it like a feature length? Like
It's an hour and 30 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Thereabouts.
Yeah.
So it's definitely worth it. You learn a lot about kind of AI and kind of the scary parts of it, but also the genius of it. To be honest with you.
What is the name of it again?
The Thinking Game.
Thinking Game. Okay.
The Thinking Game. So we announced last week, and we obviously talked about it at the beginning of the show, that we have secured a spot on a radio station here on the Delmarva Peninsula of Delaware, Maryland, and Virginia. We were very excited about that. WGMD 98.5, the Talk of Delmarva. Lucky Mr. Fun and I shot some promos, we recorded some promos this week, and our first promo hit the air today. So we are officially on the air on the radio, in addition to our podcasting for the last 3 years. And I want to play the promo for everybody, so just bear with me as I pull it up here, and we will play it so you will hear it. If your Saturday nights have gotten a little predictable, we've got something new for you. Hello, I'm Biff, one of the hosts from WGMD's newest show, Laugh Smartly. I am known as the smooth voice of the show.
And I'm Lucky, the smart one that brings you provocative topics that will make you think.
And I'm Mr. Fun. My job is to make you laugh, and sometimes I'm actually successful.
We know you'll love joining our threesome, so tune in to Laugh Smartly Saturdays at 10 p.m. on WGMD 98.5, the Talk of Delmarva. So, which is great. And then if you could hear it in the background, that Rockfish is playing. So again, we will continue, as I said earlier, to use Rockfish, but we're really excited about it. So our first show is actually this Saturday night, January 28th. So please, if you're around, was that
24th?
The 4th.
24th, excuse me, Saturday the 24th. Forgive me, the 24th. You can stream it. I'll put a link on the podcast and also on YouTube. So if you're not in the market, you'll be able to go to WGMD.stream, I think it is, and the other one is wusx.stream. So people can listen to it live if they want. I also mentioned that we will also take the radio show and make it the podcast. So it'll be one and the same. So we will be talking a bit more, but we're excited about that as well. And if you have any thoughts on what we should cover, please reach out to us. We actually have a new email address, like we contact at
laughsmartly.com. Yeah.
Yeah, contact at laughsmartly.com. So please reach out to us that way, or surely you can go to talkabout2023 at gmail.com. So we are, again, really excited about the opportunity here, and kind of a nice next step after 3 years of doing the podcast, which is, the one thing I do talk about the podcast, like you guys do, to tell people that we've done something 160 weeks in a row. We have never missed a week, which is actually, we're the Cal Ripken of podcasts. Well, self-proclaimed.
Don't
it'd be
now
fun.
you just jinxed us. Now Mr. Fun's going to pull a hammy on our debut weekend, and like we're not going,
Oh,
we'll
he
be
is not.
scrambling.
Yeah, well, we'll find another Mr. Fun. Well, we were recording the rest of the comedians, Mr. Fun, last week when we were there.
There's no such thing as another Mr. Fun. Come on.
Yeah.
It could be a Mrs. Fun guy.
Wait, how many weeks have we done in a row?
160.
Wow.
So that's a lot.
Like
So, good.
masturbating.
No, stop. All right. So
160 days in a row. That's your record.
yeah, that's right. So, Mr. Fun, do you have a joke to bring us home?
Let's see. When I first started watching porn, I realized there were categories, and there's porn on foot fetishes. Do you know that, Biff? That there's porn
Only because you've told me about it.
Yeah, I didn't like it at first, but now I really do. I think I just got off on the wrong foot.
It's good. That's very good. So
Speaking of, just speaking,
yeah.
I nicknamed my foot Footy, and I nicknamed my hand Handy. You know what I nicknamed my penis? Useful, because it comes in handy.
Oh, gee. Wow.
Pretty good.
Lucky, I'm not sure you have much to add beyond that. Besides, again, we have the merch, so somehow, hopefully, people, we should start selling it at some point here.
Yeah, what would be really cool, we'll definitely make it available. A lot of our loyal listeners will probably get some. But when we start putting our like branding out, like our stickers in every bathroom we can find, that kind of thing. If you see it, send us a note.
Yeah,
we want to know like you recognize it, and so of course how to get in touch with us. But we want to make sure people are seeing these things.
Did we mention if it was curious, we're doing this podcast. Me and Lucky are together, and he does it standing.
On my standing desk.
Like we're standing desk. Yeah, he's a tech guy. Remember, he has to have a seeing.
I get up and go, let me go downstairs and get something to drink.
So, let me I'll just say one final thing, since this is our final podcast only format until we do radio. So I do want to thank all the listeners that have been with us this whole time, our super fans that have been very, very dedicated to listening to us. We have appreciated every one of you, and the feedback's been awesome, and it gave us motivation to do this. And we're going to gain some more fans when we go on the radio show, but we will never forget those that came before the radio fans at this point.
Are there words that I can't say on the air?
There are the 7 George Carlin's 7 dirty words.
Really? That's still a thing.
That is still a thing. I believe the FCC still has it on radio. On TV, you can now say swear words.
Cable.
I think on cable TV. So,
I think we should say them now, just so we could get them out of our system.
Do you know what are the 7 words?
I'd have to look them up. Surely it's shit. It's fuck. It's probably. My guess is it's probably dick or something like that. Let me look it up. Who's looking it up on me?
I'll look it up.
It's George Carlin's 7 dirty words. It'd be a good way to end the podcast.
Yeah. Same. Get them out of our system.
So as he's looking up, just real quick one, because I have met the most interesting man in the world, the Dos Equis guys. He will be back on a commercial on the college football playoff. I will post the photo of me and Mr. Jonathan Goldsmith, not to be confused of a older suave Mexican gentleman, but he's going to be back on tomorrow on the college championship.
The most uninteresting name for the most interesting man in the world.
So go ahead. What are the 7 dirty
here
words?
Are the 7 words: shit, piss, fuck, cunt, cocksucker, motherfucker, and tits.
I'm so happy because now I can put the PU back in pussy.
That was it. Insider, that was a funny joke from one of the guys the other night. So anyways.
Yes, I can say that word.
Yep, that's all the words.
Mrs. Bibb hates it.
No, but I think you got to be more creative on some of those things too.
Sorry, I'll try my best.
No, meaning how you use it. Like it's. I think there's going to be great ways to
do it in every once in a while.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, got it.
Do it. So okay. With that, guys, good to see both of you on camera there with your new hats. Thank you again, everybody, for listening to us. And we will do it again next week as the new radio show. So we're looking forward to joining, again, sharing that with all of you. So until then, let me say goodbye.
All right.
This is Biff from our new show, Laugh Smartly. Join us on Saturday night at 10 p.m. for something fun and clever on WGMD's 98.5, The Talk of Delmarva.
It's Lucky from our new show, Laugh Smartly. Join us Saturday at 10 p.m. for a break from the ordinary to laugh and learn with us on WGMD's
98.5, the Talk of Delmarva.
Hey, it's Mr. Fun from our new show, Laugh Smartly. Put the kids to bed, grab a drink, and join us at 10 p.m. Saturday on WGMD's 98.5, the Talk of Delmarva.